Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're your shortcut to getting genuinely well-informed, throwing in some surprising facts, and hopefully, just enough humor to keep you listening.
That's the plan.
So today, we're diving into two fascinating books you've shared with us. They each offer, well, a distinct path to living maybe a more intentional, less stressful life.
Right, they seem complementary, almost. Tackling similar goals, but maybe from different angles.
Exactly. First up, we're going to unpack Dale Carnegie's classic How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Think of this one as the guide to managing your internal world.
The inner landscape.
Yeah, the mind, right? Those quiet battles we all fight inside.
Okay.
And then we'll pivot. We'll look at Michael Sloan's The Art of Being Ruthless, which I know sounds provocative.
It definitely does.
But it's not about cruelty. Sloan totally reframes ruthless into something like strategic self-respect.
Ah, okay, so more about managing the external stuff.
Precisely. Interactions, boundaries, dealing with a demanding world.
Got it. So our mission here is really to pull out the key insights from both.
Yeah, the most potent nuggets.
And explore how Carnegie's focus on, say, internal resilience and Sloan's ideas on external boundaries, how they can combine to give you a more comprehensive toolkit.
A toolkit, exactly, for reclaiming peace and, well, power in this busy world we're all in.
Makes sense. Let's do it.
Okay, let's start with Carnegie. How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. It's kind of amazing how relevant this still feels. I mean, 1948, right?
It really is. And he blends psychology, these great little anecdotes, and just timeless principles.
So what's his core idea? What makes it tick?
Well, the really unsettling part, I think, is his core premise. Worry isn't just emotionally draining. He argues it's actually physically damaging.
Oof, like a poison.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
He presents it that way. But his genius is offering concrete antidotes, not just vague advice, but structured mental habits, frameworks.
To stop it taking root.
Exactly. And it's practical, full of these very human stories.
Okay, so one of his big ones, which feels so relevant now, is live in day-tight compartments. What does he mean by that? Just like, seal off today.
Pretty much. Seal it off from yesterday's regrets and tomorrow's anxieties. Focus only on the present. What you can do now.
It sounds a lot like modern mindfulness, you know, decades before it was trendy.
It really does.
But is it actually possible? I mean, with emails pinging about tomorrow, news feeds dredging up yesterday, how do you really seal the day off now?
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
It does sound maybe a bit old-fashioned. But I don't think Carnegie meant ignorance. It's about focus.
Okay.
Consciously deciding, okay, for this hour or for today, my mental energy stays here. It's like mental deep work.
Right.
You still plan, you still learn from the past, but you stop them from leaking into now and causing that mental static. It's a deliberate containment, maybe even more needed today.
That makes sense. So you seal off the day, but worries still creep in, right? They always do.
Inevitably.
This is where his magic formula comes in, isn't it?
Yes. And it's brilliant because it's not about avoiding the worst case scenario.
Yep.
No. It's about neutralizing its power. 3 steps. First, ask yourself honestly, what is the absolute worst that can happen?
Okay, facing it.
Second, mentally accept that worst outcome. Really sit with it.
That sounds hard.
It is, but it's key. Because third, you then calmly work to improve on that worst case scenario you've already accepted.
Oh, I see. By accepting it, you take away the fear's paralysis.
Exactly. You disarm the fear. This frees up your mind to actually solve the problem or at least mitigate it. You shift from panic to practical action.
Because often the fear is worse than the reality anyway.
Precisely. The what if is terrifying. Accepting the worst moves you to, okay, now what? It allows for rational thought strategy. It's surprisingly empowering.
Okay, another big piece of advice. Sounds simple, keep busy.
Yeah, idle minds are worry's playground, basically.
So get engaged. Meaningful work, hobbies, problem solving. Anything to crowd out the anxiety.
Right. If your mind is constructively occupied, there's just less space for worry to fester.
And tied to that, he says, don't let trifles ruin your life. He uses that analogy. Don't saw sawdust.
Yeah. It's folksy, but profound. Once something's done, it's done. Rehashing it, magnifying tiny irritations. It's pointless, like cutting wood chips.
Let the small stuff go. Crucial for happiness. So stop replaying that awkward Zoom call.
Definitely stop sawing that sawdust.
Good reminder. Then there's cooperate with the inevitable.
Some things you just can't change, right?
Right. and fighting them just creates suffering.
So the discipline is acceptance of what can't be altered and then redirecting your energy to what you can control.
Makes sense. And he connects this to count your blessings, not your troubles.
Which isn't just like positive thinking fluff. It's an active shift in mental focus.
Deliberately listing the good stuff.
Yes, framing gratitude as a direct antidote to that negative rumination. It's like building a mental muscle against worry.
And he really hammers home the physical cost too, doesn't he?
Oh, absolutely. He connects worry directly to real health issues, insomnia, high blood pressure, digestive problems.
Uses studies, case studies.
Yeah, to show the physical price you pay, it makes it very clear. Worry isn't just unpleasant, it's damaging.
Wow. And the book is full of stories.
Yeah, these stories of transformation. Business leaders facing ruin, soldiers under fire, just ordinary people.
And they all use these principles.
Yes, to rebuild or find joy by focusing on what they can control. It's quite inspiring, actually.
So why do you think it still works so well today? I mean, pre-digital age seems like a different world.
That's a great point. The triggers for worry have changed massively, right?
Oh,
Social media, 24/7 news.
Totally. Algorithmic anxiety.
Right. But the root causes, they haven't changed. Worry still comes from overthinking, fear of uncertainty, focusing on the uncontrollable.
Human nature.
Exactly. And Carnegie's solutions, acceptance, action, focus, gratitude, they address these universal human things. They're timeless.
Even if the examples feel a bit dated, it's
Yeah.
like worrying about your horse and buggy.
Huh. Yeah, maybe some examples need a mental translation. But the underlying psychology, it's still spot on. You just apply it to your modern context.
Okay, so Carnegie gives us this amazing internal toolkit, managing worry from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
But what about all the external pressures, the people, the demands that cause a lot of that worry?
Yes. The outside world.
That's where Michael Sloan's The Art of Being Ruthless comes in. And again, that title,
It's designed to grab you.
it definitely sounds like the polar opposite of Carnegie, but you said it's a wake-up call to live on your own terms.
Exactly. Sloan's core idea is redefining ruthless. It's not cruelty. It's strategic self-respect.
Strategic self-respect.
That means having absolute clarity on what matters to you and then having the courage to protect it fiercely without apology.
So setting boundaries, cutting out distractions.
Absolutely. Setting clear boundaries and decisively cutting out anything or anyone that derails you from your purpose.
Okay, let's get into his lessons. First one sounds tough. Eliminate toxic influences.
Yeah, he's blunt. Walking away from toxic people, friends, colleagues, even family sometimes might be uncomfortable short term.
But what if you can't just walk away? Like family you have to see. Does he address that nuance?
He does, implicitly. The ruthless part, there isn't always physical elimination. It can be mental and emotional distancing.
Managing exposure.
Right. Limit interactions, refuse to engage on certain topics, emotionally detach from their behavior. It's about protecting your inner peace, even if they're still around. A different kind of boundary.
Got it. Okay, a huge theme for Sloan is the power of no.
Central. He argues that overcommitting to please others just leads straight to burnout and resentment, feeling overwhelmed all the time.
And he gives tips, like how to actually say no.
Yeah, practical phrasing, even body language. How to decline respectfully, but firmly. Undeniably firmly.
Which leads to his point about being decisive and clear.
Mm-hmm. Indecision, he says, just drains your time and confidence.
So make firm choices. Communicate clearly, even if it's not popular.
Exactly. Because delaying to avoid conflict just gives away control over your own life and energy.
Okay, this one's fascinating. Stop apologizing for everything.
Yes, that reflexive sorry, especially when you did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Sloan argues it undermines your authority, makes you seem less capable maybe, invites people to take advantage.
So what's the alternative?
Gratitude. Instead of, sorry I'm late, try, thanks for waiting.
Ooh, I like that. Subtle shift, big impact.
It really is. Changes the whole dynamic.
Then there's time as your greatest asset.
He treats time like currency, but non-renewable. More valuable than money because you can't make more.
So ruthless time management.
Totally. Track your hours. Identify the time thieves, pointless meetings, gossip, endless scrolling.
Guilty as charged on the scrolling.
We all are. And then
Ooh.
only invest time in things aligned with your actual goals.
Yeah.
It's very clear-eyed.
And this fits with drop the people-pleasing mindset.
Right. Sloan insists if you're truly chasing your vision, someone will disapprove.
And that's Kai.
He says it's more than, okay, it's probably a sign you're on the right track, you can't please everyone, and you shouldn't try.
Interesting take. He also says directness is kindness.
Which feels counterintuitive, doesn't it? We often avoid directness to keep the peace.
Yeah, sugarcoat things.
But Sloan believes clarity is respect. Being honest up front, even if it's awkward, prevents resentment and confusion later. Saves pain in the long run.
And finally, prioritize your energy, like a CEO.
Love this one. Just like a business evaluates investments, you need to evaluate commitments. Do they give energy or drain it?
And protect your mental and emotional resources.
Fiercely.
Huh.
As zealously as your health or finances.
So, pulling it all together, Sloan's message is, own your life.
Fully. It's a reminder. Boundaries aren't selfish. They're essential. Self-preservation.
Because if you don't define and protect what you stand for,
Someone else will define it for you.
Hmm.
And probably not in your favor.
and he gives you a toolkit for immediate change.
Absolutely. Cut the noise, value your time and energy, stop over-apologizing, say no, lead your life boldly.
Okay, so this brings up the big question. We've got Carnegie on managing the inner world, worry, acceptance, the present.
The internal game.
And Sloan on the external, asserting yourself, setting boundaries.
The outer game.
They seem like different approaches, maybe even conflicting. How do they actually fit together for someone trying to live better?
That's where the real magic happens, I think. The synergy. While one's inward, one's outward, they're both fundamentally about taking control. Reducing unnecessary suffering.
Okay.
Think of it like this. Carnegie helps you manage your internal reaction to the stressors you can't avoid. Life happens, right?
Right.
Sloan helps you actively reduce the external sources of stress and distraction in the first place. So there's simply less stuff to react to.
Ah, so they work together, like offense and defense.
Kind of. If you master Carnegie first, the day-tight compartments, the gratitude, accepting the worst, you build this foundation of inner calm.
Resilience.
Okay, a strong inner core.
Exactly. And that inner strength makes it so much easier to apply Sloan's ruthless principles effectively.
Well, you can say no without guilt because your inner peace is now your priority. You can cut toxic ties because your self-respect is solid. You prioritize energy because you feel its value internally.
Okay, that makes sense. And the other way around, too.
Absolutely. If you start implementing Sloan's advice, clearing out time thieves, toxic people, the need to please everyone.
You reduce the external triggers for worry.
Precisely. That proactive boundary setting directly reinforces Carnegie's goal of inner peace because you're removing the raw material that worry feeds on.
It's like a positive feedback loop.
Exactly right. So applying both gives you this powerful holistic strategy. It's not just about stopping worry.
It's about actively cultivating a life.
Yes, where you fiercely protect your peace, your energy, your goals by being clear and resilient inside, thanks to Carnegie.
And assertive and protective outside, thanks to Sloan.
You got it.
Wow. Okay, so we've really dug into two incredibly insightful books here. And viewed together, they offer, well, a pretty comprehensive manual. Mental resilience, personal empowerment.
You really do end up with a toolkit addressing both sides, the internal battles, the external challenges, time, energy, relationships.
Worry. It covers a lot.
And a key point. These aren't books to just read once.
No, definitely not.
They're guides. Like a mental workout plan you revisit. The real power isn't just knowing it, it's practicing it consistently. Even just a little bit.
Start small, be consistent. So here's a final thought for you to take away. Thinking about both Carnegie and Sloan. What single ruthless boundary could you set this week, right now, that would most significantly reduce your daily worry?
Just one thing.
Give it some thought. Give it a try. We'll be back next time with another deep dive into the ideas shaping our world.